from our inspections. So I made our bonus word today, copious. And copious, Rick,
yes,
means abundant in supply or quantity, which most people say about our photos. Some people say it's too much. Other people say it's just right for them, but you better have the information and not need it. It's much better that way than if the insurance company asks us for information that we don't, documentation that we don't have.
When I tell one of our
do need it.
When I tell one of our solutions teams, when we teach the photographs that we need and talk about photographs, I tell the solutions team, if 100 pictures is great, 300 pictures is better.
There you go.
I mean,
as long as they're not of the same thing.
All it is a little bit of storage on that CRM, and it's there if we need it. So
okay,
anyway,
that's right.
All right. So once again, we are asking for you to call in for the trivia question on what part of a roof is wind uplift damage most likely to occur, on hips and ridges, or the roof perimeter, or the field of roof, meaning all the interior portions, or both hips and ridges and roof perimeter. 405-478-1520. Hey, the winner will get 2 free tickets to any Carpenter Square Theater production this season. We open Silent Sky in 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's a very entertaining historical drama based on the true story of the woman who figured out how to calculate the distance between the stars.
Amazing.
And, of course, her boss got all the credit for it. But I'll spoiler alert, there's one guy who really appreciated what she did and incorporated it, and it was a scientist by the name of Hubble.
Oh, wow.
Hubble. I think I heard of that guy.
Some big stuff right there.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Scott, you brought a ream of paper today with printouts from.
I think that's about a half ream, Rick.
Okay, half a ream. All right.
Yeah, I brought a bunch of stuff anyway.
And it's stuff you got off the interweb from about Fortified. So this is from the state.
Well, this was actually from IBHS, the Fortified folks who, and this is about their shingle testing, because as a lot of the folks who listen now know, we're rolling out the Strengthen Oklahoma program. The grant program is really going to officially kick off. I believe that next week on the 18th, there will be a posting on the OID website where you will be able to see the list of approved evaluators.
Okay.
And you'll be able to see the list of approved roofing contractors. And now, remember that this program is aimed at replacing roofs to meet that wind and hail criteria as designed by Fortified. Okay. So you have to have a Fortified approved roofer and a Fortified approved evaluator to be able to get through this process, to be eligible for a grant. And now, not only do they have to be Fortified approved, they have to have run through the gauntlet with the Oklahoma Insurance Department, okay, who had their own set of criteria as to exactly what you had to do to become either an OID approved evaluator or an OID approved Fortified roofing company.
And all of this is to raise the building codes standards, or the building standards, to make roofs more resilient
yes.
to the wind and hail damage.
And it's not changing codes. We can't do that, but it is a higher standard, certainly, than what the codes currently require.
Raising the bar. And it's not that much more expensive.
That's right.
It's like,
but it is, and again, I hate to even use the word expense. I like to use the word investment.
Exactly, because that's what it is.
Because that's what it is. It's that investment in building better practices that are going to protect your property and protect your family and your everything that you hold near and dear. Now, the whole idea of fortified as respects the roofing is to keep the roof on the house.
Exactly.
Okay, it's all about attachments. It's
right.
it's all about how we nail the roof and secure the roof deck. It's how we nail the drip edge. It's how we nail the it
just keeps everything on.
Attached. And it is designed underneath the skin, whether that's asphalt shingles, concrete tile, wood shakes, metal panels, whatever it is.
Whatever.
It's what is underneath it that is actually your waterproofing that keeps the water out of the inside of your home.
So
it's the sealed roof deck.
So all of this new stuff is coming online next week.
On the 18th, which I believe is Wednesday, is when the list of the evaluators and the roofers will be. Now, let me tell you, if you're looking and you go to the Fortified website, you will find a larger universe, okay? If those folks if you find an evaluator on the Fortified website who has not gone through the protocols for Oklahoma Insurance Department, that evaluator is not eligible or is not qualified for you to get a grant through the program.
And that grant, let's talk about the grant for just a moment,
okay,
because that's going to get a lot of people's interest.
Well, the grants are up to $10,000 grant.
Okay.
Well, they are $10,000 grants for these the high impact modified asphalt shingle, because that's what IBHS requires in the Fortified program. So it will be one of the quote unquote the flex technology, the new generation of shingles.
Okay.
Similar to our Certainty Northgate shingle would be one of those. Okay. So it's going to include all the things that are required in the grant program. And the folks are going to have to be doing this in the context of their insurance claim. Okay, so basically, you've got two different levels on the grant program in terms of income. You've got Category 1, which is at or below 62,000, 63,000. I don't have the exact number, something in that range. And then the income levels above that are Category 2 or Level 2. So obviously there's going to be priority to Category 1. There's going to be priority to certain zip codes. They're also going to roll out the list of zip codes where they're going to start the initial program. They're going to do this in phases. They're going to roll out the initial 100. Okay, that list of zip codes will also be there next Wednesday as well.
Okay.
So, it's going to give people a place to start, but don't go to Fortified's website to find an evaluator or to find a roofing contractor. Go to the OID website once those approved lists are posted.
And with that, we'll take our first break. That's the end of Act 1 on McRoof Talks Insurance on KOKC, AM 1520, FM 95.3. Our trivia question still hanging out there. On what part of a roof is wind uplift damage most likely to occur? On hips and ridges, or roof perimeter, or field of roof, the whole interior portion of the roof? Or is it both A and B? Hips and ridges and the roof perimeter. We'll be right back.
Talk Radio's new generation, KOKC.
I'm Scott McCollum, and I am McRoof. Don't let that big out-of-pocket expense on your roof claim stand between you and the new roof that you want and need. I'll finance your deductible, non-recoverable depreciation, or your upgrades over 12 to 24 months. No